Justin Fields is now a member of the New York Jets after a bit of a strange year for him, getting traded from Chicago to Pittsburgh, starting 4-2, getting benched, never really playing again. He spoke to the media upon arriving for the off-season program. Here's a little bit of what he had to say.
Of course, I've been on good teams. I've been on bad teams. So just the mindset and really just, like you said, the leadership. And AG has been in the same situation to where, Detroit, they didn't start off hot. So I think he knows how to take a bad situation and turn it into a good one. So, I've seen, I've been on teams that have been, 3-14 and stuff like that. And, of course, last year, Pittsburgh, we had a pretty good team making it to the playoffs and had a hot start. So I've seen both sides of it. So, I can kind of tell the difference between just the characteristics of a team that is not doing so well and the characteristics of a good team. So, of course, really just trying to implement that into, our team and try to get all the, good characteristics and just find the recipe of, what makes us a playoff team.
So Justin Fields also, in the course of that same interview, I believe he had this sound too, he was asked, well, what happens if the Jets take a quarterback at number 7? Here's what he said.
Justin, what if the Jets take a quarterback here, whether it's 7, second round, whatever? How do you feel about the possibility of a young guy who might, you might have to mentor or could be like nipping at your heels?
I don't really like to answer rhetorical questions, but like I said, I'm willing to teach. But yeah, I'm not really interested in rhetorical questions. So.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Not really a rhetorical question, but we'll let that part slide.
Big gulps, huh?
Listen, 2 years, $40 million is bridge quarterback money. Mm-hmm. They got $30 million guaranteed. He's set up to be the starter this year, probably next year, but that's not the type of money that you can't go and draft a long-term answer. If he'd been back in Pittsburgh, I mentioned earlier, the Steelers probably would have drafted a guy too, which is part of the reason he went for the bigger commitment with the Jets. I don't see them taking a quarterback at 7. That would surprise me, especially because I don't know that there's another Justin Fields type player if that's the style of offense that you want to build. I don't think you're taking Jalen Milroe up there. You taking Jackson Dart? Probably hard to say, especially because you need other positions to help you try to be, like he's talking about, a playoff team in 2025. But it does raise the specter again of, well, number one, that's kind of the, what you get being with the New York media. But also, when we talk about what the surprises could be come draft weekend, that would definitely be one of them. It would create a really interesting situation for the Jets as they move forward.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.